Who's up next in the UFC? Who's up next? Who could it be? I said, who's up next in the UFC? Who's up next? Who could it be? Who? Yeah. What's going on? It's Who's Up Next. After a little bit of a layoff, we got this UFC Houston card that was, well, I mean, it was all right. What'd you think about the card? Giuliano Argenti, my podcast partner for this fantastic show.
The card was trash except for Jocelyn Edwards' submission until the main card, which started off corrupt and ended amazingly.
Wow. What was the corruption?
The Zach Reese, Michelle Pereira fight with the fucking, I mean, how many goddamn fake fouls could there possibly be?
So that was corruption, huh?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of alleged dick kicks that never happened. And then Herb Dean was very favorable towards Michelle Pereira. Also, that eye poke was kind of, I don't know. I didn't look at it closely enough, but yeah, it was pretty bad card. I mean, it was fine. I don't know. The main card definitely picked up. It was a tough hang though.
I think the main card just like it's one of those, you know, you get them. Everyone, you see it the opposite way too, where it's like, you know, you get a sick like, or you know, you get a sick prelim card with fucking, you know, more or less trash. You know, main card. It happens.
Yeah, I feel like you either get a really good prelim card and then a bad main card, or the inverse. You know, so
yeah. I mean, you know, and then there's ones where it's like, you know, I mean, let's see. I mean, how many, you know, I mean, a lot of the time, you know, you're talking about, I mean, there was no fight of the night bonus given.
really,
Meaning, yeah, and, you know, there was like, yeah, I didn't think any fight on this card justified one because you either, like, of all the fucking decisions on this card, right? Even the two split ones were fucking, you know, they're just kind of, I mean, they were more or less one-sided.
Sure. By the way, good to see Jenner Dane. We got Ryan Hunk said he lost $1,000 on Ante D'Elia. God damn.
Bro, I would have told you.
The Jenner Dane said he hit Costa round 1. Nice.
I mean, dude, I hit Strickland TKO for at plus 870. And I put a stupid amount of money on that too.
There you go. Good to see Leandro. Good to see Screwjuice. So why don't we get into the matchmaking? Carly Judice. Very hyped up prospect from what I've been seeing.
Yeah.
I honestly thought that she looked pretty pedestrian in this fight.
Well,
especially in a fight against somebody who I didn't rate very highly, which would be Juliana Miller. And so I wasn't super impressed with this performance. Granted, I did fall asleep during the fight, and then I woke up. I had missed the next fight, and then I woke up and started doing live coverage at the third fight. So I guess that was kind of what I saw. What about you?
I mean, the thing with her, you know, I mean, she'd been knocked out by Luana Santos, and then came back 2 years later, which was last year. Beat Ivana Petrovic. I mean, yeah, I thought honestly, like, you know, I thought the Ivana Petrovic.
Juliana Miller.
Yeah. I think, like, I mean, bro, she went literally right for the throat. I didn't think that she was ever bad. I just, Carly Judas is, I mean, she's coming off two fucking knockout finishes.
Hmm.
The thing is, like, her grappling had never been tested, and I thought she escaped some fucking dicey fucking situations. Um, you know, I mean, her offensive grappling wasn't really on any kind of display. I mean, whether or not it exists, but I think, it's like, I mean, she won. I don't think it was a 30-27. One judge had it that way, but, I thought it was a decisive victory. I thought Juliana Miller going in is like a lot more,
Polished.
definitely a lot more polished, definitely a lot more dangerous, I think,
Interesting.
than,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, the Petrovic fight was, I mean, she looked really good. Um, but but yeah, I mean, I expected I had locked Judas. And I was worried in the first round because right away Petrovic is like, going for the throat. Also in the third round, she had a body triangle with a rear naked choke,
Hmm.
but I thought Judy's escaped that, got back to her feet, and I mean was very dominant on the feet.
All right. So
Um,
Veronica Hardy doesn't have a fight. Jessica
yeah,
Andrade, 3-fight losing streak. JJ Aldrich, Jamie Lynn Horth. These are kind of the names I'm eyeing next for Carly
I
Judy's.
Yeah, okay. Fuck JJ Aldrich. I think Andrade, you could do Andrade. I think also if you really want to test her, you give her Eduardo Mora.
Okay. She did just lose the Kong Wang.
Eduardo Mora did, yeah, but I mean, dude, I mean,
That was a good fight.
yeah, and Eduardo Mora is no joke, dude. Like, I mean,
So
she
you
did.
don't like Veronica Hardy?
I think Veronica Hardy is, um, I mean, she's a good like test, but she's like, I don't know if you have the rankings pulled up, but Veronica, I mean, so I don't know if they adjust the topology rankings right away or no?
I don't know.
Okay, because yeah, no, it doesn't. I don't think they do. Because you'd expect Carly Judas to go up. Yeah, and so. So yeah, I mean Veronica Hardy is 20th. I think Carly Judas is at 22nd. She'd probably be up above Hardy. I mean Eduardo is 19th. Jessica Andrade is 18th. I mean, I could see it. Honestly, I could see a Jamie Lynn Horth maybe. Jamie Lynn Horth's like a almost like a better Veronica Hardy, and you're talking about somebody who's like a good barometer. Like
Yeah.
that's it's like
I
can you
almost feel
beat?
like you just give her Jessica Andrade
Yeah.
and get her the name, you know. You feeling that? Oh shit, he left. Well, there you go. All right, well that's the match we're gonna make. Get her the name, get the young. I think that this would be like I don't know, like you could see Jessica Andrade maybe getting the dub, but I think Andrade's just so washed at this point. You might as well just feed her to the younger up and coming names.
Yeah,
He was not feeling that. No, that was a no for him.
It's a no for me, dog. I don't think it was really.
So let's get to the next fight, which I did not watch, which people said was extremely boring. Jordan Levitt and
yeah,
Yadier Del Valle.
dude. So all right, so I was sick yesterday, and I just went back through the whole card, which was painstaking, and so I didn't even look at who won. Like, which was like I was like, at the rate this is going, Strickland's gonna lose. Yeah,
Yeah,
but he didn't, and I was very happy. I even made up a dance. Yeah,
a
a
TikTok
Strickland.
dance.
No, not a TikTok dance. I
Oh,
just picked I just picked a like a gay marching band song and created a Sean Strickland beat fluffy dance. Um,
weird.
but yeah, no, have to have Frank of a thing for Veronica Hardy. Sorry.
I think he
No,
does.
not. Yeah. I mean, you could probably get her, bro.
I mean, listen, she's
Get her shoot on Dan.
got that old, Dan Hardy, Peter slamming against her all the time. Sure, she'd be interested in a guy like Half
I
Dead
mean,
Frank.
without a
Very
case of
very eligible
Viagra.
bachelor, by the way, for any ladies out there.
Nice. Get a load of the fucking guy. Oh my god, Alex is on your cultural appropriation.
All right,
Yo,
so what do you think? What do you think about the fight?
bro, Jordan Levitt, man. It's like, okay, so he went down. So we're doing this at 145, even though he went down. He went down to 145 for this fight, right? We're matching him up with we're gonna assume he stays there.
Yes.
What I thought of this fight was that Yadier Del Valle just fucking straight fucked it up, to be honest.
Okay.
I mean, credit to Jimmy the Drunk, he was on Levitt from the beginning. But I mean, I don't know. I wasn't. I've never been crazy about Jordan Levitt because, like, although it's like you look at his like record, and the guy, the contender series, he's got one KO, but he's mostly a submission guy. Except against like the worst, Victor Martinez, he knocked out. But he loses he gets in grappling exchanges with guys like Pimlet, guys like Chase Hooper, and he gets subbed.
The
Like
grappling is like his strong suit too.
yeah.
Sure.
And I mean, he and I had Del Valle clocked as maybe an up and coming top tier grappler. It turns out he fucking wasn't. I mean, at least not. I mean, who knows, man? He might come back
All right,
from this. But
so it looks like
Jordan Levitt,
he'd be taking Del Valle's ranking at 50th. I don't think he's a guy that the UFC is going to want to like push, or I think he's just going to be somebody kind of floating around there at featherweight. So in that case, I mean, somebody like maybe Jack
I actually had
Jenkins
one.
would be good. What you got?
I said I had one for him. Which would be I see Jackson. Bro, John Castaneda. Like, I don't know how much. Oh no, he's got a fight. Never mind.
With Mark Vologden, which would be sick. That guy had one of the best fights last year on the Contender Series.
Do we matched up Felipe Lima, I believe.
We did with somebody last week. Or 2 weeks ago. I can't remember.
Yeah. What about Christian Rodriguez?
I was thinking that too. C-Rod on a 2-fight losing streak, kind of. He had his fight with wasn't it Bulgarian? So I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
I actually like that fight.
Yeah, or Fernando Padilla, who fucking what's his name? Bush baby looking tall fuck for the division. What I'm talking about. The early stoppage, EA beat him. What the fuck's his name?
The guy who beat Padilla?
Yeah,
Sean Woodson.
Sean Woodson, thank you. Fernando Padilla hasn't fought since that loss in 2024.
Damn.
And I mean, he's still in the UFC.
Somehow. I think that the C-Rod fight's a little more interesting, like style-wise, though.
Yeah.
Gives C-Rod a chance to bounce back again. I think, like, C-Rod is the more entertaining of the two, so I think that this fight kind of makes sense. And honestly, Jordan Leavitt, like, he can be kind of scrappy at times, but as you said, like, grappling is his strong suit, and he does tend to get out-grappled in a lot of his, better matches. Last thing I want to ask you about this fight before we move on is, does this justify that Isaac Dolgarian threw the fight against Del Valle, watching his fight against Leavitt?
You mean, do I think that? Oh my god, dude, I gotta fucking shave. Okay, shit. Sorry. Do I think that Sorry, I just got self conscious because Amberly showed up in chat. But
That's all right, buddy.
but yeah, no, I don't. No, but I don't, dude. I don't know, man. As you say, we won't know this reality of that shit
Yeah, it
for
takes
like
years for these things, federal investigations to play out. I'm monitoring one right now. So, all right. All right, so this is where I started watching the fight: John Paul Lebos Noyani versus Phil Rowe.
Yeah,
I thought that Lebos Noyani beat the dog shit out of Phil Rowe this whole time, and I was kind of surprised
yeah.
with the split decision. Your thoughts on this fight?
Yeah, I thought the split decision was some bullshit. I thought that, I mean, dude, it's like the thing with Phil Rowe is like win or lose, he gets the dog shit beat out of him.
Yeah, it's kind of his signature move.
I mean, the Angelusa fight was abysmal because, like, and I'm talking about on Angelusa's end because, I mean, he was just fucking wobbling him and just beating the fuck out of him, and like Phil Rowe just won't be finished. And then, and then like, yeah, and then like as soon as Angelusa was gassing with like fucking less than a minute left in the last round, but like Phil Rowe can't get power on shit unless he can, hit a full extension.
Yeah, and he does have really nice boxing too. But yeah, it is.
He does, but he's got, he's got an 80 and a half inch reach. And so it's like if he's fighting a dude who's shorter than him that can get inside, he's not good in the pocket, to be honest. And so yeah, man. I mean, I thought that he looked Phil Rowe just kind of looked like shit.
What did you think about Lebos Noyani?
I think he was good. I mean, he got Phil Rowe to the ground early. Which is kind of what you have to. I mean, you saw what Ko did.
Yep.
I mean, with Ko, it was straight domination. But with the voice line on, it's like, and dude, it's like you can never see. With me, it's like if somebody can win their debut, even if they're coming off the Contender Series, like when their Octagon debut.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Leandro. Sorry.
All right. The Contender Series in their Octagon debut.
Yeah. Basically. So it's like you think about the fighters that lost their debuts like pretty fucking brutally.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sergey Pavlovich, right?
Right.
Carlos Olberg, like both knocked out by like nobody's kind of not.
It's
nobody.
not always a marker of how they'll do in the UFC.
Yeah, it's almost. I mean, a lot of guys. I mean, Islam, Islam. It was early, not his debut, but and then also Merab too. Is it's like a rite of passage. Losing your debut. So guys that win their debuts, are often very good, bro.
Yeah.
Vallejos, and yeah. So, I mean. I think that, he's probably got a future at welterweight.
Okay. What is a fight you would like to see him in? Maybe does this performance grant him like an old veteran, kind of like how we were matching up Carly Judice, or maybe another prospect that isn't so interesting, like a Danil Donchenko type?
I don't think you give him Donchenko. I think they're two very different types of fighters. I don't. I mean, is that like? I mean, would you say that that's an interesting fight?
I think like killing off one prospect because we're not too sure which is the better one sounds interesting to me.
I mean, Donchenko was one fight up in here. Let me just look at the rankings.
All right, go ahead. They put that hamster guy with a brain disease and post brain surgery against a dude That is pure
Yeah, I
muscle.
know.
I have
The
some
height.
thoughts on that. Well, let's get into
Yeah,
that later.
we'll get there. We'll get there. Bro, I think I mean, dude, I'm gonna stick to like kind of what I always stick to.
Ozmat Bekoev.
No, although that's later.
Okay.
You know what, dude? Fuck it. Like, give him Charles Radke.
I was just thinking that Charles Radke, kind of again a guy that's had some good wins against some shitty fighters and then loses to like half decent fighters. His last one was against Daniel Frunza.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
I'm all for
even
matching up like a little more interesting of a prospect versus a guy who's kind of up and down in the
yeah, that's
UFC.
I do like that. I could even see you going with Sheedy.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. I think Cheaty's got enough of a name. We know he's going to be in a fun fight. So I think Charlie Radke over here. I think that's a good match to make.
Amberly called Harrell that hamster guy. I was saying that because he's flyweight size. That's fine.
All right. So let's get into the next fight. Puna versus Ramiz. I
Bro.
thought this was a pretty fun fight. I thought Ramiz looked good early, but man, Puna,
Yeah,
man,
Ramiz.
he's just so much more polished and his boxing is so much better. But I did like this fight. I
He
thought
should have.
Ramiz might win, but then Punahele kind of took over at the end
He
of the
should have
second,
won.
into the third.
Totally should have won.
You think Ramiz should have won?
I mean, no. I don't think it was a robbery, but I think that I mean, whatever. Puna fought the better fight, but now it's like, who do you give him?
Well, Puna's a
Did
weird one
we?
because he's always floating around down at the bottom, or like at like 30th, like 30th to 40th. He's always kind of floating around there.
I
Tapology has him at
think,
25th.
yeah, he'll be up from there. Now here's the thing, right?
4-fight winning streak now for Puna.
Yeah, none of those wins warrant a ranked opponent, as far as I'm concerned.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, and let's list them off really quick. So Miguel Baeza, who was fun at one point, Medic, TKO'd him, and then Nikolai Verenikov, and now Ramiz Brahim, another streaking welterweight. Win streak's good. Let's get him somebody who could get him like, on the cusp of being ranked. I think he just needs a good name. He just needs a good name.
What about fucking? I mean, he's 25th. I was thinking, Michael Chiesa fight. I mean, Themba Gorimbo.
Themba makes some sense. I mean, I feel like Themba's not really. He's on 2-fight losing streak. I don't know if that would do much for him. I do kind of like Nicholas Dalby is a good.
Dalby's good. Have we matched Neil Magny up?
No, but I think this is a perfect time for Puna to get the Neil Magny fight.
Yeah. Yeah, I could. Yeah,
maybe. Ooh, what about not? What do you think about Jacoby Smith?
I think Jacoby Smith deserves maybe a ranked opponent, like a UFC ranked opponent.
Really, in his this would be his 4th fight in the
Give him,
promotion.
dude. It's like Colby and fucking a couple of those other pieces of shit need to be paired.
Holding up the rankings, yeah. All right, so I think we got 3 pretty decent names to slap in a vote. Magny. Here, let's do that.
Shit, what's up in the Granite?
Yo, what up, Granite? How you doing, bro? Yeah, Granite was streaming all week too.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, dude's always on the grind. All right, let's go Smith. Let's go Magny, Dalby, and do you have another suggestion?
Did I say Garimbo?
You did say Themba. I don't know if that's really. Did any of the chat have a suggestion?
Yeah,
You guys
no,
can
fuck
always give us
that.
a
Yo,
suggestion.
what about Vanderford?
Austin Vanderford. Isn't he coming off of a loss?
Yeah.
No, I think we only go with somebody who like could potentially get Puna ranked, or on the cusp of a ranking. Oralby and Chris Curtis about a fight. I think that maybe the
Yeah.
winner of that would be fun.
Nah, yeah, but I don't want to do winner of.
Okay. All right, let's stick to these names then. Magny, Dalby, Smith. That is the poll, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, I don't know. Like Punahele is just. I mean, if you look at his UFC run, it's been good. Like he's stayed solid, and there is something to be said for that. But he's had some really good finishes, but he's just been. I mean, like, let's see, he debuted in 2019. 2-fight win streak, beat the dog shit out of Todorovic, fought Allen, and then he lost to Nick Maximov. Beat Dalcha, lost to Kopylov and Stoltzfus, and then ever since then, man, he's been on a nice run since 2023.
But that's because he went down to welterweight.
Sure, that's a good point.
After those losses,
he's looking good. He's looking good here at welterweight. I don't think he'll go very far, but motherfucker's still winning, man.
Yeah, I did not expect this one in particular.
So looks like the chat is heavy on Dalby.
Yeah, that's cool.
That'd be a really fun fight too. I think that's the one to do. So let's go ahead and do that. Slap that in there. Talk about the next fight. Jocelyn Edwards versus Nora Cornell.
So as you're aware, a lot of people fade WMMA, right?
Yeah.
I don't really, but like to level with a lot of people like that, I'll tell them that there's like 15 to 20% of the roster that justify it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that Jocelyn Edwards is in that percentage.
Okay.
How many, this is her, in terms of finishes, she's gotten, this is a 4-fight win streak, all finishes.
Damn.
Right? Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
And and you got, and this is now 2 subs and 2 TKOs, right?
Yep.
So, so she, and she's ranked 14th by the UFC. Cornell's ranked 12th, so you can expect Jocelyn Edwards to take her spot. I think, Topology has her at 8, but
which I think is fair.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And then they have so she'd be a bantamweight.
No, the UFC has Irene Aldana, who doesn't have a fight. The UFC has Irene Aldana at 6th. Topology has her at 11th, but it's not about the UFC rankings, right? So I say, well, yeah, but she wants to. That's what gets her closer to a title shot.
Yeah, so let's take a look at those names: Tamira Vidal, Chelsea Chandler, Priscilla Cachoeira, and now Nora Cornell. Probably, and actually, she lost to Nora in 2023, so she got a win back.
Yeah, so this is a ring. Yeah,
so she lost. I think after that. I do like the Irene Aldana, former title contender.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking. I was telling you how I thought Jacqueline Cavalcante was like the future of the UFC, women's bantamweight division.
I think maybe Jocelyn Edwards is definitely up there.
So I guess the thing is like I think Irene Aldana is kind of a softball matchup, even though Irene is ranked above her.
She's ranked that far above her. I think you do that fight.
I like that too. I think that Jocelyn Edwards finally, it would be interesting because Irene Aldana is one of the faster boxers in the division, if you ask me. Love Edwards. She's a finisher.
Yeah, she is.
Almeida just signed with a Russian promotion. Yeah, I saw that.
Amberly, she's bantamweight 135.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I think I'm just gonna agree with you. I like that fight. It's interesting enough, but I do think it's almost a layup for Jocelyn Edwards, which I think is deserved at this point.
Dude, like I think so too. But I mean, you gotta think what's like. I mean, because like I said, it becomes about UFC rankings. For her, because I think like 2 more fights and like you're talking about her for a title shot.
Yeah, I mean the problem is like the title picture's so clogged up because Kayla Harrison's holding onto the belt to fight Amanda Nunes, which I totally understand.
I think that fight. I think that fight's gonna happen soon.
All right, Alden Correa versus Louis Gurul. Alden looked really good in this fight. This is actually this is like a battle of like Fury FC guys, and I thought Alden looked pretty good, and honestly, like Lewis put up a good fight as well, but Alden just the better fighter, more exciting, more skilled probably of the two as well, and it really showed in this fight. What do you think about this fight?
Sorry, Leandro's typing it. Yeah, no, this fight, dude, Gurul, like, he got finished in his debut by fucking Ode Osborne, and then my boy, fucking Jesus Aguilar beat him in his second fight. I think Gurul is trash, but at the same time, I mean, he's like, when I say trash, I mean he's like just not good enough, for a lot of he's not a prospect, and like yeah, Alden Correa, I mean, this is only his second fight. He started off beating Alessandro Costa, finishing him actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I want to say, I mean, should he get a ranked opponent? No, probably not.
His third fight in the UFC, bro. I don't. Why would he get a ranked opponent?
I mean, I know. I mean, they gave one to Vallejos, but no, you're right. You're right. I think
there's a lot of guys at the bottom of the flyweight rankings, just like that are really good.
What about either Clayton Carpenter, or I mean, can Tamarov fight again? No, Tamarov's too good, dude.
Yeah, that is an interesting question, though.
Or like what?
6 months suspension in October, I think. So
you know what? What about Zaval Filo?
Yeah, kind of a tested guy, 3-2 in the UFC. God damn it. There's like so many names you could just put him up against. I like that. Do you do Idris, the guy who just beat Ode? I think that guy's too good too. Maybe you kind of wait.
I don't know if that guy's too good because he got subbed by Joseph Morales. In his debut. I mean, that guy's now 1-1 on a 3-fight contract. I think. I mean, I guess and Corey is 2-0, which
okay.
I mean, it's a different kind of 2-0 too.
Okay, so let's put it to about. Let's see. Next for Korea. Let's do North Korea. Let's do Idris. What'd you say, Carpenter? Carpenter.
Yeah, I think.
Filio. Maybe the
Yo,
Filio.
you are. What's up, there? You hope you don't run into any Geos. Why? Because I look homeless with fucking beard. Or did you just mean Italians?
This guy's scared of Italians.
Yo, prejudice against Italians. This fucking Jew broad prejudice against.
Oh my god. All right. Someone's got Idris. Someone's got North Korea. I would like to see, Korea fight the whole entire nation of North Korea. You think how many North Koreans do you think he could take in a single night? Like I'm talking at what is it, Camp 14 or whatever? Like all the starved ones.
Oh, the ones that are in Siberia, but they think they're in North Korea.
No, there's a camp inside of actually in North Korea.
The ones that got Otto Warmbier.
Yeah. How many North Koreans do you think you could take in a row?
Probably 9.
9 in a row, sanctioned MMA. What about you? Muay Thai fight, North Korean after North Korean. They're just throwing them in there with you.
And they don't give a fuck. No weight class is not a thing.
Yes, but also if they beat you, they get to go free. So they got something to fight.
Damn, I don't want any of them going free, bro. So I'm training for that.
Okay.
And we're talking about Muay Thai rules?
Yep.
Well, I just said okay, and these are trained guys.
No, they're just starved. North Koreans.
There's nobody's. Okay, so did I say 9 for him?
Yes.
I'll give myself 9, so I'll give him 19.
Okay, you think he's just taking on 19 North Koreans back to back?
Oh yeah, one at a time, yeah.
All right.
So these are just North Koreans, just straight off the fucking, just straight off the fucking
out of the coal
out of the chain gang, yeah, totally.
I'm gonna say I could take 5 in a row, and I get tired because I vape a lot. All right, well, the poll has spoken, and it's gonna be him versus Idris, and that saves us time on the show. That is pure lazy matchmaking right there from me and Geo in the chat. Besides Kim Jong, they all making weight. Yeah. Do you know who has scored the most goals in soccer in North Korean history?
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah. Do you know who has scored the most hole-in-ones in golf in North Korean history?
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, it's true. What about the most dunks in a basketball game?
Maybe Dennis Rodman.
No, Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un, yeah.
At North Korean trivia night at a bar, the answer is always Kim Jong-un. All right, so we did already matchmake for Idris. Carlos Leal versus Chidi Njokuani. I'm so happy that I tried to explain to Gio that Carlos would win this fight.
You weren't bad.
And I did say by decision. Tell me why you were so high on Chidi and what you thought of the fight.
Dude, I was very iffy on this fight. Fair enough. Don't act like you didn't take Fluffy, by the way.
I didn't.
Sure you did.
I did. I literally said Strickland would beat him. I thought the fight would be close.
Yeah, you're the Kim Jong-un of your own fucking Discord and channel.
True. So
yeah, my boys got 100% pick rate. Okay, so what I thought would happen, I mean, and I was not that secure on this, but what you kept saying is that, and it does make sense now, even though there was no talent going in, because so going into this fight, Leal was 1-2, right? Mm-hmm. The decision he had lost, though controversial, I mean, I thought he had won the fight. The judges were all over the. I'm talking about the Renat Kretinoff fight.
Mm-hmm.
he definitely did gas towards the end of it. And then of course he knocks out Morono in the first round, gets knocked out by Salikov in the first round after that, right? Whereas Chidi, aside from the Dos Santos fight, right, where he got a second round finish, he tended to win fights by decision at welterweight, right? So, I'm thinking, he's got considerable range or considerable reach and height on Carlos Leal. Therefore, this is going to be one of those fights where as long as he stays at range, strike, back up, circle, especially a couple of strikes to the body, he's going to win. But yeah, it turned out that he sucked balls and it's kind of just over the hill. That's
Yeah,
why
it
I
was
wanted
so weird to watch like a guy so much taller than Carlos Leal just like spam low kicks in the first round. I was like, okay, this is weird. And then Carlos Leal, I mean, he threw so many strikes. Did you see the striking numbers on this fight? They were so high for both men, but most of it was body kicks and low kicks by Chidi. He really didn't want to punch with Carlos.
I was looking at that. Let me pull that up for a second.
But I don't know. I just like, so I've seen Chidi and Jaquani's kickboxing and Muay Thai fights, and I've seen him quit so often. He does this thing which, you train Muay Thai, and tell me if anyone ever does this in sparring. When he feels like he's losing a fight, he'll just turn his back. Like every time his opponent gets into the ropes, like he'll just turn his back.
He does,
and he's been warned for doing that in multiple kickboxing and Muay Thai fights. So like, I never really trusted him that much heading into the UFC. And he's 37 years old. I think you're right. He is a little over the hill. But the pressure just gets to him. Like, and I'm talking about pressure from other fighters and the combinations by Carlos Leal. Thought it was a really good performance by him. I thought this should have got fight of the night as well.
He won, maybe. He won. Chidi actually, I mean, it was 120 to 115 on significant strikes, but Leal did more damage. I mean, the first round was all Leal. The second round was definitely Chidi. So some fucking judge went 30-27, which was kind of bullshit. I thought the third round was a little bit closer, but I mean, Leal definitely pushed the pace on him and closed distance very well. Which means that Leal's not a glass cannon. He's he's getting better for sure.
Sure.
So the question is, who does he get next?
Neil Magny, or do you give him the winner of Michelbeck, Oralby, and Chris Curtis?
No, neither. We already. Because I think, bro. I mean, he's 44. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe you make him a victim of Imavov.
Nah, Imavov's getting a ranked guy next.
You think so? You know what? What about Jake Matthews?
I was thinking about that. Do you like that fight though? That doesn't sound like that fight doesn't sound interesting to me.
It does, because it's like it seems like it would be a layup for Matthews, but then it's like, I mean, would it be or not?
I don't. The fight just doesn't, like, style-wise, doesn't really even sound like fun to me. Because I feel like Matthews is just too strong of a grappler, and it's gonna like mitigate. When Carlos Leal goes for like a big flurry.
Well, Leal's strong in general, though, is the thing. And he's never fought. We haven't seen him really fight somebody who just really tries to take him down.
That's true.
I mean, and isn't he supposedly a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt?
I think so. He does not use. I think that him versus Chris Curtis would be a really sick fight.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Chris Curtis at 170 barely beat. Who was it? Was it Jared Griffin? Max Griffin. Same fucking person, pretty much.
What about like Holland, the winner of Holland versus Randy Brown?
Dude, see, I'm so not a fan of like winner of, just because, especially when,
I mean, it makes sense though sometimes.
Sure, I mean, okay, Oralby is gonna beat Chris Curtis though. So Oralby is gonna Oralby kills Leal, and that's a rank.
Chris Curtis like win, lose, or draw. I think that fight would be so sick.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Do you give him Jacoby Smith?
Yeah.
Let's put it on there.
Yeah, yeah, you know.
All right, so I got Matthews, Magny, winner of Oralby, Curtis, and then Smith.
So I was gonna say for Smith, you just redo Ko, like the fight that was initially made.
That's actually a sick fight. All right, the poll is up. We got one vote for Magny. I do like that fight. What do you think about him versus Chris Curtis, though?
Yeah, it's a cool fight. I mean, Curtis is gonna be coming off of a loss.
I think it would just be a sick fight, regardless. You know?
Yeah, yeah. It's like Curtis at one set, dude. Curtis and Hermanson both being going down to 170 at 37 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking retarded.
It is weird. Leandro says that we should both sign the waiver to fight Strickland together. No, that's gay. That's
super gay. I wouldn't fight Strickland. I would spar with Strickland and I would get my shit rocked. But
yeah,
that would be super
I was thinking like that's what I do once I hit like 20K subs. Then I start calling out Sean Strickland just to get a little boost.
20K subs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that at 200K subs.
Okay. You heard it here, guys. If Gio doesn't do it, he's a liar.
Dude, you know I will.
All right.
I would. Let's see if I
200K subs. So will that be like next week?
I doubt it, dude. I've been stuck at 170 something for a while.
Are you like Magny or the winner of Oralby Curtis, or do we just match him up with Curtis, win, lose, or draw?
Let's just say Curtis.
All right, bet. Beautiful. Yeah, Chris Curtis down at welterweight is weird. I mean, I guess I kind of get it because he couldn't really get a fucking win at middleweight.
I mean, he did. I mean, he beat Barrio, but
he was just having close fights, and it was like,
yeah, it was boring.
Yeah. All right, Chris Curtis, win, lose, or draw. This is the fight you make next for Carlos Leal. I love it. I think this will be a really fun fight, high pace striking match. Okay, so next is Michelle P getting that split decision win against Zach Reese.
Yeah, kind of a bullshit split decision, but
tell us your thoughts.
I mean, yeah, dude, the fouls were crazy.
And as I said, it looked like Herb Dean was kind of favorable toward Michelle P for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, all right, so it's like, who do you did he lost to a boost. Dustin Stoltzfus is on a 2-fight losing streak. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. What about who do we match Malkoon up with?
I can't remember.
All right, so I guess not Malkoon, but what about fucking
Shara?
Nah, that's an easy win for Shara. What about Gastelum?
That's interesting. I like that. They both would miss weight.
yeah. Well, no, Michel Pereira wouldn't miss weight because he's fucking small for middleweight. But
sure.
What about that? Yeah, or what about Dustin Stoltzfus?
Let's see if he could get his win back.
No, he lost to a boost, not Stoltzfus.
Oh, got you. Okay,
Yeah,
Stoltzfus coming
basically
off
the
a
same
loss.
person. Yeah.
I like the Shara Bullet fight. Okay. I like Kelvin Gastelum. What if you give him a Cam Rouston and kind of give Cam Rouston a boost?
I thought we matched Rouston up with somebody.
We did. Oh, what about Cesar Almeida?
That's a good one.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Okay, I think we got some names going. So next for, and then do you think that Zach Reese's stock drops at all after this loss?
I mean, I know you love him. Oh wait, I was gonna say Azamat Bekoev for Michel Ferreira.
Okay, Bekoev. Shara.
No, Amberley, that fight hasn't happened. And Curtis is down to 170 now, Amberley.
All right, we've got Almeida, Bekoev, Chara, and Gastelum. I think the Cesar Almeida fight would be sick. I think that's the one.
Yeah, maybe.
Fighters get civilized. Michelle was faking one of those groin shots. I think both of them, honestly.
Dude, he was faking everything. The eye put fuck the eye.
Weight. That's perfect then. Is Shara like? Didn't he retire and then he like unretired or something?
I don't know.
I mean, the guy's got one eye. What are you gonna do? It looks like the chat's high on the Shara Bullet fight. All three people voting in the chat. I like it. I think. What one do you like most out of those four names? Probably Bekoev or Gastelum.
Bekoev.
Okay, we got 4 votes. Shara Bullet is the winner. I like it. I think it'd be a really fun fight. And then I think it would also give like Michelle a chance to like do some crazy shit because you know Shara's gonna try to do some crazy shit. I think that's actually a cool ass fight. Can Shara Bullet even fight outside of the Middle East though?
No, but they'll do a Middle East card.
Oh yeah. Site fees, baby. All right, cool. So that is gonna be next for Michelle. Let's talk about. Oh here, right here. Bam. Oh shit, wrong one. Bam. We got it up on the board. Let's talk about Jacoby Smith versus Josiah Harrell. Now, Josiah Harrell had a rare brain disease called moya moya, and he got a brain surgery. I guess like moya moya restricts the blood flow to your brain. So he got an emergency surgery. He was supposed to fight JDM at UFC 290. He gets a brain surgery. He takes some time off. They basically graft new veins going into his brain, and then they put a steel plate in his brain. And then I was saying, like, heading into the fight, it's like a lot of people will think like, oh, steel plate, that means like you're stronger, or you know, you're the bionic man or something. What people don't really understand is that when you get a steel part put in your body, it makes the area around there like more susceptible to injury and just, you know, pain or whatever. But credit to Josiah Harrell, I mean, he's been getting wins. He was undefeated up to this point with some finishes in LFA. I still don't think it's like super ethical to put somebody in a fight in the UFC with a condition like that. Obviously, he was medically cleared. What does that really mean, though? Like Michael Bisping, Shara Bullet, guys that were able to, you know, pass doctors' exams, you know, being blind in one eye. So I thought it was a little bit strange, and it was made the fight looked even worse based off of that finish. Jacoby Smith hit him in the side of the head where he had the steel plate put in. And also, I think for a guy suffering his very first KO loss, this was like an especially bad knockout. Because usually what you see is guys will kind of go out, but they won't go out cold in their first KO loss. And the visual was terrible. You did see the recovery was fine. He was able to walk out of the cage on his own volition. But talk to me about kind of that. What do you think about the ethics of this fight? And
Dude,
do you think Josiah Harrell's even going to like be in the UFC after this?
Dude, there was so much hype on him. It was crazy. I did my prediction video with MMA Now as my featured guest, and he actually took Josiah Harrell to win this fight. People were talking about, so it's like Jacoby Smith comes into the UFC, right? Knocks out Preston Parsons in the first round, right? Subs Nico Price in the second. Everyone's talking about how bad he quote unquote looked against Nico Price. And it's like, it's like, listen, bro, it's like, second round sub is not, and they thought he was gonna gas. Josiah Harrell is flyweight size too, a welterweight,
Mhm.
5'7", 67-inch reach. And it's like, yeah, 11-0, same record as Jacoby Smith, but he was completely regional, other than I think one CFFC fight and 2 LFA fights. And he didn't I was just like, no, this doesn't make sense. It does not make sense for this guy to be hyped this much. He's not gonna get it's like these stories of people like coming back for whether it's like a rags to riches story or or like this guy almost died and now here he is. So it's like sure, some of them whatever, but like yeah, I mean, and I think Jacoby Smith, I mean, he did, I mean, Josiah Harrell was tough for sure.
Mhm.
But I mean, I think Jacoby Smith, I mean, that fight should have been, I mean, that's like, that's the fight to maybe make for him.
I agree.
Although, I mean, I don't mind, I don't mind the I don't mind a ranked opponent for Jacoby Smith.
A ranked opponent.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at the rankings. They would be
V-Rod, Gilbert Burns.
Michael Page, Covington, Rodriguez, Neal,
Covington
Burns.
would be beautiful.
I agree. Yeah, Colby's not gonna fight though, dude. He's not gonna fight up and coming prospect like that. He's only gonna fight a guy with a name, and I think the UFC will let him.
I don't think so, dude. It's like
okay, all right. I disagree with you, but fair enough.
bro,
a lot of people would agree with you. So that's just how I think about Colby. D-Rod.
D-Rod or Geoff Neal, or not Geoff Neal. Although Geoff Neal still probably will be ranked, the Uros Medic will take his spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? I like that too. I like Geoff Neal for Jacoby Smith.
By the way, thank you, Leandra, for being a member for 4 months. That is a weird comment, buddy. Okay, so I guess
what's up, Big Red?
I think you just make the Seokhyung Ko fight again, but all right, let's do. Who's next for Smith? Do you maybe want to see him versus Medic, or you think Medic needs to kind of get on a roll and then maybe do
I think
2 ranked fighters?
I think Medic deserves.
What's that?
I think Medic deserves. I mean, dude, I mean, it's like I had questions about Medic, and the Soriano loss, but and I mean, he was coming off it's like Salikov, somebody was bound to catch Salikov. He was he's older and shit, and then before that, Gilbert Urbina's got a glass fucking jaw. Yeah. But I mean, you knock out Geoff Neal in the first round. If you're not Carlos Prates, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. I do want to pose another one to you. Do you give Smith Yaroslav?
Nah.
No. What about the winner of Holland versus Randy Brown?
Dude, because I'm so not sure of who that would be yet. Nah, I don't think so. I think you do Geoff Neal, maybe. Maybe Colby, maybe.
I think D-Rod and Co make the most sense. And that is going to be the poll. So please vote in the poll. We have Colby. I say it won't happen. D-Rod, Co, and the winner of Holland versus Randy Brown. But yeah, either way, I mean, this kid is he's fucking dangerous, man. He's very athletic, looks juiced up to the gills, but I think he's extremely dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah, I like D-Rod though.
It seems like the poll is like Co missed his chance, or the chat's like thinking Co missed his chance. So you just let Jacoby Smith move up the rankings, get that D-Rod fight. Which I think makes a lot of sense. D-Rod is on a 3-fight winning streak too.
Dude, I thought, I mean, honestly, I thought Kevin Holland beat him, but yeah.
Yeah, but Kevin Holland having a close fight with fucking D-Rod is embarrassing at this point in his career, if you ask me.
I mean, dude, D-Rod got good out of nowhere, man.
Not really, though.
I mean, dude, he's on 3-fight losing streak. He beat fucking Turtle on, split decision.
Yeah, but he beat Alex Morono, Ponzinibbio, and Holland. Like, that's not much of a winning streak. You know? I don't know. All right, well, let's talk about the next fight. Sergey Spivak versus Ante Dalia. I think we both picked this one wrong. We thought Dalia would do it.
Yeah,
I did not expect Sergey Spivak to win this fight with a fucking jab, and especially not on the feet. Your thoughts on Sergey Spivak?
Dude, Spivak, he looked a lot better on the feet. I thought he was injured in the Waldo fight. Both because he really did stay on the feet and he had his guard up doing fuck all, offensively. Yeah. So that being said, I mean, yeah, Delija, dude, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Delija. It's like, I mean, the way he took Tibera apart, very promising debut. And then and then that corrupt ass Waldo fight, but yeah, man, I mean, Spivak's no joke, dude. It's like he only loses to the best. I mean, Aspinall, Cyril Gone, and I mean, well, the Waldo, I don't think Waldo's the best, but
yeah. So I think you do him versus Curtis Blades or Kuniev next.
Yeah. I think
Have him and Curtis Blades ever fought?
No, actually, I'm not sure. Curtis Blades.
I don't think they have.
Nah.
Nah, I think that's the fight to make.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it?
Yeah. Fuck it.
Fuck it, he says. Let's go. Curtis Blades versus Spivak. Interesting style-wise. Two strong grapplers, but it's just gonna be this is gonna play out on the feet. And Curtis Blades has good boxing when he doesn't get knocked out. He looks really good on the feet till he gets fucking slimed.
Walter Walker's fighting somebody, right? He's got.
I don't know, but you know who is? We're gonna talk about fighting somebody. Melquizael Costa.
Bro.
Fucking finishing Dan Ige for the first time in Dan Ige's career. Yeah. Damn, son. This was a sick ass finish. Fucking love Melky Costa. I was not expecting him to knock out Dan Ige with a fucking spinning back kick, But god damn it, did he do it? And this guy is
It was
fucking
a
awesome.
fist.
Super fun.
Spinning back fist, bro.
It was a kick.
Oh, you're right. It was, and then
Mhm.
yeah, it was. Yeah, punch it. Let's share.
I know. What'd you think about the finish? And we think about
Dude.
Melky.
I mean, coming off his last fight where Kevin Vallejos in the same division, got fast tracked to a ranked opponent, which was
Mhm.
Giga.
Yep.
I was saying that on the same card, Costa's head kick knockout was almost more impressive than
Mhm. I'd
because
agree with you too.
yeah, and Vallejos finished Giga, which has never been done before. Took him 2 rounds. Ige's never been finished before. Happened at the end of the first. So, and Ige is ranked 14. So I think, so Costa's gonna come and he's gonna slide in right there. Vallejos has already been matched up in a main event against Josh Emmett, which I mean that it's obviously the fight to make. I mean Patricio Pitbull.
Ugh.
You know, I mean
No. No, don't do it. It makes
you
sense
could
though. I just don't want to
it
see
does.
Patricio fight anymore.
Or yeah, well, I mean, I'd like to see him just purged.
Sure.
I think Costa is definitely the guy to
Got a
do
soft
that.
spot for Patricio though. Best fighter in Bellator history.
Yeah, that means which of course is so important now, dude. I think I mean, dude. Also, I mean, you could do. I guess you could do Costa versus I mean, you could. You do Arnold that? No, you can't do Arnold that.
Why not?
I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I don't
I would
mind
love
that. I
it.
was thinking more like, nah, no, you know what? But see, here's the thing: is Arnold Allen like fights once a year. I think Costa's gonna stay active.
Yeah. Yes, I think you do Patricio Pitbull.
Okay. Well, we have the poll. So I have in the poll, I've got Pitbull, Garcia, Steve Garcia, Yusuf Zalal, or the winner of
See not.
Emmett.
I
Wait,
thought Garcia had a fight. No.
who did Emmett get matched up with? Oh,
Oh,
Vallejos.
Emmett's fighting Vallejos in a
Hold on,
main
let me
event.
actually redo this really quick. Sorry. So they do next for Costa, Pitbull, Onama,
Yeah.
Garcia, and then the winner of. Or should we do? Or would you rather see that winner of or Zalal?
No, I think Zalal versus Aljo
Okay.
could definitely happen.
Winner of Emmett versus Vallejos. Bam. All right, there it is. I wouldn't let you vote. I canceled the poll really quick. The new poll is up. All right. Yeah, Melky Costa, man. I wasn't super high on him like at first,
Wait, it's
but the
not,
guy's
dude. It's
been on
not
a rip.
Emmett. It's Emmett versus Vallejos, not Onama.
Yeah, I changed it up and I corrected it.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, dude's on a roll. It's fucking awesome. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fight win or 6 fight win streak. Morgan
but
Charrier,
wait,
Dan
isn't it?
Ige, Julian Erosa, Christian Rodriguez, Andre Feely, and Nurdan Beke. His only loss is to Steve Garcia in the UFC. Fucking
Yeah, that was
sick
his
run.
debut, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Super sick run. So looks like the chat's on Onama.
Really.
Which makes sense to me. I don't really think Onama deserves to even be ranked. But
I
that's
mean,
just my
dude. Come on. After that, fuck. Oh wait, never mind.
I just like not saying he doesn't deserve to be ranked, but I think he's the weakest of the ranked featherweights. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve Garcia fucked him up, dude.
So it looks like the poll split between. Oh no, I just got tipped over. Ah, you guys want to see him fight Pitbull? I hate you guys so much. I hate you guys. No. No,
Yeah.
Pitbull needs to never
Yeah.
fight again. He just needs to be booked for fights, like just
Bro,
theoretical.
he's clogging up the fucking rankings, dude. Let him get killed. I'm sick of you. I'm so tired of your fucking nostalgia for these last generation Bellator guys.
You know, I'm not usually a guy that like is into like nostalgia, but when it comes to Patricio Pitbull, like dude's just fucking awesome.
And like, well, Amazov is, I guess he earned it. And only him and MVP. The rest of them are fucking trash. Pico, Pitbull.
I mean, but you can't put Pico in this. You can't even
Acting
talk
mix,
about him
got
in the
cut.
same vein as those guys because those guys were actually champions in Bellator.
Dude, I'm just saying last generation Bellator guys. I mean, fucking Patchy Mix just got cut for being ass.
What is up, Scott? Good to see you. We're almost through the card. We're at the co-main event. It is Uros Medic and the homeboy Geoff Neal. Man, I was not expecting Uros Medic to slime Geoff Neal this quick. A couple questions for you. Is Geoff Neal washed? And how far do you think Uros Medic is going at welterweight?
So Uros Medic, honestly, it's like as far back as like the Semmelsberger fight, dude. Like, you know, he's definitely, he has a very killer be killed, and he'll find a finish. I think he's gotten better at it. The way he slumped Geoff Neal, bro,
Brutal.
was and the timing on that, on that right was.
Was it a left hook or a right hook? It was a left hook.
No, hold on. Let me actually hear. Wait.
Was it right here?
No, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm literally gonna pull this up right now. It was absolutely fucking. Anyway, all right, so he's gonna take over Neil's spot, which is 12th. Dude, I think he should fight Gabriel Bonfim, who I think is fucking ridiculously overrated.
Do you think Geoff Neal's washed?
I mean, the reason I suggested that he fight Jacoby Smith is to figure out just that. I mean, I think I didn't rate Uros Medic that highly.
Me neither.
Yeah, and one second.
You're good. So I think maybe like Leon Edwards, Gabriel Bonfim.
I think Gabriel Bonfim because I think, all right, let's see. Yeah, goddamn, it was left. Like, why did I remember?
It says it right there on Topology, so that's the only reason.
No, yeah. No, I just literally just pull it up and watch it back. What was I thinking? Oh, it was because he hit him with a right straight first, and then a left hook. I was remembering it the other way around.
All right, so we'll put up the poll. I really think that Bonfim or Edwards are the only two guys you could realistically match him up with.
Yeah, I think
Uros is on fire. He is. Jeff went stiff like Vittori's calcified brain. Oh god. Dude, I knew he had been knocking out people, but I did not expect him to knock out Neal. You know what? I just wasn't expecting it to be like that fast and that violent, you know? I honestly wouldn't hate either one, Edwards or Bonfim. I think Bonfim is the better fight, right? Because I think Edwards is like
and I think
I look like you do Leon Edwards versus Geoff Neal at this point.
I wish, dude. Nah. I think Jacoby Smith versus Geoff Neal, but I think, dude, it's like I wish they would have done Edwards versus Buckley, but they're doing Sean Brady versus Buckley, which is annoying.
I think it's a cool fight.
I mean, I think Sean
The
Brady
poll is split
wins.
50-50 on this one. Edwards or you want to see Bonfim? I think I like both fights. Him versus Bonfim is definitely the better fight of the two, though.
Yeah.
So I'll go with Bonfim.
All right. So, I mean, remember Bonfim getting knocked out by Nicholas Dalby.
Where the fuck is he even at here on fucking Topology? Oh, there he is. He's at 14th on Topology. All right. One more fight to go. Appreciate you hopping on this program every Sunday.
Yeah,
we might be doing a new podcast too. Want to tell people about that?
No, it's all you.
All right. We'll talk about it after this next fight. So I know you are super high on Sean Strickland. I personally don't like Sean Strickland. I think he talks about war and he talks about this and that, and he goes out there and he jabs and teep kicks for 25 minutes. I think he's a very good fighter.
Yeah, except when he throws
very good. I think that he's got really good defense as well. And then so when you do get a Sean Strickland finish, it's always fun. I remember he finished Abus Magomedov super fast. And then he beat Hernandez here. And I thought this fight would be close. I did pick Strickland to win. But dude, this was like one of Sean Strickland's easiest fights he's had. Your thoughts on the fight?
So I thought going in that everybody who was fucking dude, people were like, yo, Gio, tell me you're not picking Hernandez, or tell me you're not picking Strickland. And I'd be like, yeah, bro, you bet your ass I am. And they'd be like, right? And, and it's just like, dude, Anthony, I was saying going into this fight, Sean Strickland would have to fail at 80% of what he's good at to lose this fight. Like, he can, like, the way that Hernandez takes people down and the way that Hernandez, like, like, for example, it's like the way that he trucked through Michel Pereira round after round, and the way that he got to Lite. I mean, it's like you try to do that to Sean Strickland, bro, and it's like you might get him, clenched against the cage, and then Strickland will reverse it like he did, and Strickland is peppering jabs in. I mean, just after the first round. Yeah, and it's like, you could have had it 1-1 going into the third. Which I kind of did. Just I mean being conservative, right? But I thought that like Hernandez was already wearing the damage of the jabs that add up.
Yeah.
And the criticism of Strickland, it's like, oh, he's a jab and a heap and he's just forward pressure. But he'll tailor his pressure to a specific opponent, Like, with Izzy, he got inside, to not let him establish range. With Paulo Costa, who's at a reach disadvantage, is marching forward with front kicks, and I mean, in this fight, like, it was really just like it kind of went like I said, like, fucking he basically just he forced Hernandez into a position where all Hernandez could do was panic shoot, and
he didn't really shoot that much.
No, he. I mean, it was basically trying to force a clinch. And then when he got him with that
shot for one takedown.
I mean, sure, dude. I mean,
exactly
it was, dude, it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that he initiated a fucking clinch up against the cage, which was reversed. Sure. The whole point is that he got fucking neutralized by Strickland, right?
Mm.
And then Strickland hit him with that knee in the fucking sternum, and then put him on the ground with strikes. I mean, it was yeah, and then I had one person try to tell me it was an early stoppage, which was bullshit.
Nah. Also, something I noticed is that like Strickland like saw everything coming when
Yeah.
Strickland threw those 8 leg kicks that he threw. Hernandez didn't check him. Hernandez threw leg kicks. Sean checked just about every single one of them. So there was never like, and I thought that like Hernandez was just a tad overrated. Like I'm not saying he's a bad fighter. I think he's a great fighter. I just like people were telling me he's gonna beat Khamzat. I'm like, okay.
No.
So
Yeah.
I just don't think that Hernandez is like very dangerous. He's kind of like Marab. He's like a middleweight Marab, where it's just like
he's dangerous for who he's fought, man. But it's like, yeah, I would say the same. Like, it's like, yeah, it's like, it's like, I thought Brendan Allen gave him more problems than people were really willing to admit. Like I think that also, like, yeah, it's like he made Delite look, kind of powerless.
Yeah, so for Hernandez, I think he'll bounce back. I don't think he'll ever be champ, but he'll bounce back. Maybe on the right night. But for Strickland, it's weird, man. Like he's fought everybody in the top of the division, perennial top 5 now contender. You've got a lot of the middleweight division matched up already. So guys that are free would be Brendan Allen, Brendan Allen, Imavov, and DDP. Now,
yeah, so Strickland's already.
I did see, and I don't know if this was fake or not, but I did see that Dana White said last night that Khamzat is not moving up. To fight
I don't
Fury.
think that's happening.
Okay, so let's just assume for now Khamzat is the champion. Well,
he is, yeah, and he's gonna probably.
Let's assume he's not moving up. This is coming from the boss. So, do you give Sean Strickland a title fight?
I think that Imavov gets the title shot, loses. Strickland's already beat him. I could see
You couldn't, and then to that point, it's like, okay, let's assume Nassourdine versus Khamzat's the fight. You can't do Sean versus DDP 3, right?
He won the first fucking fight. I don't care what anyone says. So you could do that, but
is it the time though to do it now? Right?
No, I don't think so. I think
so then you do him versus Brendan Allen? Like, you know what I'm saying?
He already knocked Brendan Allen out.
Right. And that was obviously a while ago. Yeah, that was in 2020. That might have been Sean Strickland's first fight back after his motorcycle accident as well. This seems like an okay enough time to do that, I guess. It's kind of weird. It's just that he's in a weird spot. It's like, okay, you've got the match between Adesanya and Pyfer. You've got the match between Baralio and RDR. I think that's probably the best fight to make, right? Like the winner of that fight. But then again, like Sean Strickland's like so high ranked and he's beating everybody in the top. Like, what exactly do you do with Sean Strickland at this point? And I would love to chat on this as well.
I don't know. See, it's like, it's like he's beaten Imavov, right? He's got, he's technically 0-2 against du Plessis, even though it's really 1-1. Which means that he lost the belts when he shouldn't have, in my opinion. I think I don't see, it's like Imavov's poised to get the title shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a minute since, I think like, Khamzat and Imavov, like, it's like, do you really, it's like if people are going to bitch about the division being held up if you do like a title shot eliminator between Strickland and Imavov. You know?
Yeah, I mean, you never know with fucking Khamzat though, dude.
Well, I mean, people say that, but it's like, I mean, it's like if they're looking at him to headline 327, like, it easily could be, Imavov's title shot, which he'll lose to Khamzat. And I mean, I don't know if Strickland necessarily needs to fight in between, this fight and, but if so, it's probably Dricus, right?
I think you wait to do that. I think that's a bigger fight as like, God, it's just weird. I think that Sean Strickland, unfortunately, is just in a weird position because all of those fights, like everything you're saying, makes sense to me, but at the same time, like, what I guess, like, what is the most? Because let's look at it from the UFC's point of view, right? Like,
I was gonna say that. I think they
what is the
wanted.
most hyped fight you could make right now? Because like him versus Brendan Allen is interesting, right? I think if RDR beats Baralho, that's an interesting fight, right? Kind of a lot of the same talking points will be reiterated heading into that one.
I don't think RDR is gonna beat Baralho, but
okay, all right. I mean, but him versus Baralho, that's something interesting. Putting Sean Strickland in a title fight definitely is interesting, right? And also him versus DDP3 is super interesting as well. But it's like, is it the right time to do that? That's just kind of what I'm thinking. So
I mean,
I think that it's like everything makes sense, but at the same time, it's like I think that the UFC is going to really think about this one. I mean,
did you know that Paramount cut the mic on the last like minute and a half?
I saw that because he was about to go off on some shit.
Yeah, it was so gay that they did that though.
Sure.
I think that I think the UFC was hoping that fucking
Hernandez
Strickland would lose. Yeah. Yeah, and just like that's what I love about Strickland, dude. It's like nah, fuck you, bro. Like,
it kind of reminds me of like Max at featherweight when he was tearing through the division after he had lost to Volkanovski 3 times. It's not 1-to-1, but it's just kind of like, all right, well, bro's just gonna have to wait for something to play out.
I mean, yes and no, because it's like, I mean, or yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, or like a Roy Val,
Yep.
Who's like just hanging around in that spot. Yeah, I mean, not anymore, but yeah. But it's like, it's like they already did the Paulo Costa fight, where it was like, Strickland just like sitting around, so they give him something. I mean, Costa was ranked like 7th or 8th.
Can you imagine though? Like check this out. Pyfer knocks out Izzy. They do Pyfer versus Strickland, right?
That'd be cool.
I think they do that.
Strickland would kill him.
That's what I'm saying is just like shit has to play out for Strickland right now. So I personally think we just do the like you just gotta wait. Just put the clock up.
Yeah.
Put the old clock in there and just he's gotta wait for some things to play out.
I mean, dude, it just happened too. I mean,
Yep. Well, and there's movement right now at middleweight, So
yeah,
he's got to wait. He's got to wait for those things to play out, and then look, Sean Strickland's active. He's gonna fight somebody again this year in the next 6 months, so things will play out. Sean Strickland will get another fight.
He took. Dude, did you see it? You saw him at the post fight. That he took no damage.
Yeah. So I think he's just gotta wait, man. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. So
yeah, I mean. Yeah, I mean, Brendan Allen rematch. Maybe.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, he's got options, but also like that's not interesting. Yeah. Brendan Allen rematch.
Yeah, I think a third Dricus fight would be because it's like Dricus is because it's like I mean, dude, like Dricus is gonna be looking for a fight. I mean, he got fucking humiliated.
Right. All right. So let's go through the matchmaking again. Thank you once again. Carly Judice versus Jessica Andrade would be the next fight. Give Carly Judice a good name on her resume. Former champion, all that fun stuff. Levitt versus C-Rod. Let's see if Levitt's grappling has improved. If he looks stronger, maybe down at featherweight. And give him another kind of more interesting guy than he is and see if he can beat him. What the fuck is this guy's name again? Lesbo Noyani. Let's have him fight Charles Radke. Again, just kind of the same thing. Like, Radke's not very interesting. Lesbo Noyani could be. And this fight will kind of determine who's up, who's down. Let's do Puna versus Nicholas Dalby. Super fun fight. Gives Puna a good name on his record. He's on a good win streak. Nicholas Dalby's a tough out and a good vet. So this would put him at the cusp of being ranked, which I think he deserves at this point. Joslyn Edwards versus Irene Aldana. Purge the rankings. And Joslyn Edwards is definitely going to beat Irene Aldana, but it is a fun enough fight, especially on the feet. So that'll be next for Edwards. We're going to do Alden Correa versus Idris. I forgot his name. But yeah, this guy.
Yeah.
I think these guys are both really fun prospects at flyweight, and I think that this would be a super fun fight. It definitely be on the prelims, but it's still a sick little fight. Let's do Carlos Leal versus Chris Curtis, who is fighting Oralby. I think we're in agreement that Oralby is going to smoke him, but I just want to see this fight. Chris Curtis versus Carlos Leal, I think would be a sick fucking fight. I want to see it win, lose, or draw for Chris Curtis next. Shara Bullet versus Michelle P. This would be a sick fight. It might also be really stupid because middleweights like that. But this would be a stupid fight, and I'm all here for it. We get some spinny shit. Bada bing, bada boom. Jacoby Smith gonna fight D-Rod. Give him a chance to get into the rankings. The guy looks super strong. Purge the rankings of D-Rod. Everybody's happy. Sergey Spivak versus Curtis Blades. I think this is a fun fight style-wise. Two really strong grapplers will probably just end up having a shitty fight on the feet. So you might as well do it. Spivak, I think he deserves a fight like Chris Curtis. So Costa versus Pitbull. Gio, you tell the people why this fight's interesting, because this one hurts my heart.
Pitbull purged from the rankings. Pitbull never should have been there. Danny Gade sucked balls in that fight. I mean, and Patricio Pitbull he needs to be fucking just completely humiliated.
Patricio Pitbull is gonna knock Costa out in this fight. Uros Medic versus Gabriel Bonfim makes sense. I mean, I think we're both in agreement that these are not the strongest ranked welterweights. Your Medic will be ranked come Tuesday. Let's just see which one of them is the better. You know, why not?
Yeah.
And then for Sean Strickland, the guy's got to wait. He's got a lot of options, but there is I can't really predict what'll be next. Maybe DDP 3, maybe a rematch with Allen. Maybe he gets the next shot at the title after Imavov and Khamzat fight. Maybe Joe Pyfer knocks out Izzy, and then they do Pyfer versus Strickland. But I don't know. There's a lot of options for him. Some things got to play out. That's how I see it going. So anything you want to say to the people before we get on out of here?
I really do think Joe Pyfer beats Izzy.
Beautiful. Is that it?
Sean Strickland, bro. Man. I got my Sean Strickland fucking dance.
I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you. All right, guys. Well, that's the show. Tomorrow, Combat Conversations with Phil from CST. And tonight, we got 2 deep cards going out at the same time. We'll probably just watch one. And then Rise and Deep Jewels. Super late tonight. I'm going to be staying up late to do that. And I'm going to go to work tomorrow. And I'm going to do another podcast on Monday. Gio, what do you got coming up?
Sorry. I was playing my Sean Strickland dance. I'll probably go live later.
Cool. Good.
But yeah, TDs. Good to see you, Janet, Amberly, Leandro, and everybody else. Dirty Hippo. Peace.
We're out. Peace.
What the hell?
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Man, you want some too? You better